Hi. So if it sounds a little sloppy, but I'm just eating something very sticky and it's annoying me. Hello. This is my game. I'm currently building in Unreal Engine 5. I keep on posting videos on Threads, and I just read something with milestone, so I thought I'd make a proper video and talk about it for a second. Yeah, making again Unreal Engine 5 features assets from a company called Scifi Studios and music by someone on YouTube called Infraction, to which I will be subscribed when I start using their music. Yeah. So far I've got 2 layers to the game. This is the title screen with a fully interactable menu. I hope you can hear that. Sound effects and everything. I made this picture from one of the in-game items. It's one of the soldiers' helmets that I quite like from the Scifi Studios Cyber City package, I think it is. But yeah, I programmed all of this, made this environment. That's a fully 3D environment, by the way, it's not a picture. And yeah, made the gradient and everything. It's pretty good. Ta-da! This is my little world I'm building in. I'm not sure what's going on with the lights on the floor, why it like fills in like warm soup. I have no idea why that's happening. Yeah, you got a fully visible avatar. It's not just a camera floating in midair. There's an actual 3D model behind the body. I've got to put it in a mirror or something so you can actually have a look at it. But there's a bit of a bug with it at the moment where it does that. And obviously the feet don't move, but I'm trying to fix that. There's also something up with the head, because at the moment the entire body moves when you move side to side. And only the head is supposed to move, and I've got to fix that. And if you looked, say like you looked at this corner, and then you looked at that one, and you went to move forward, you instead end up moving that way. So I've got to fix that as well. But I got distracted with trying to make the interface work properly. But yeah, this is my usual setup. The game was the Scifi Studios assets look a hell of a lot better with a black outline on them. And ages ago I developed a really good one from various tutorials. I can't remember who they were by right now. It wasn't Ryan Daly. I wanted to say Ryan Daly, but it wasn't him, it was someone else. I've completely forgotten his name. Anyway, yeah, because they're low poly assets, if you put a black outline around them, they look really good, and the post-processor that I've got is doing an excellent job with the lights, I think. Fun fact, these materials that are colouring the walls are from a package called Automotive. I don't think it's on the Unreal Engine Asset Store anymore, but there's still copies of it around. It was basically designed to customize cars. The texture on the floor is actually designed for the carpet you find inside of cars, sports cars, high-end cars. And I don't know if you can tell, but that's actually designed to go on a high-end sports car bonnet, the framework, the paint, basically. It does a very nice job of reflecting the lights, but not actually reflecting anything inside the room, so it makes it look like it's a lot more open than it is. It's not just a small room that you can just run across really easily. So it looks a lot bigger, but it's not, which is the entire point of, like, that's pretty good. The entire point of, like, sticking mirrors on walls is to make rooms look a lot bigger than they are to human perception. So yeah, this works rather nicely, I think. Again, these lights from the walls are just the default modeling primitives that are in Unreal Engine 5, but the lights are from the City Studio Space package, which is an excellent package, and those come in like default yellow, which is why this and the armor is all going to be this yellow color. Like most people make it like greys or well, greys, whites and blacks and stuff, but I hate that. Everything is so grey these days. I've been playing games on YouTube, playing live, and every time that I go to make a thumbnail of them, I have to apply, actually I do it in the gameplay too, I have to apply a filter to it in-game, in OBS, in order to recolor the gameplay footage, because it's all so washed out. I have to up the contrast, up the shadows, make it a bit darker, make the blacks more black and the whites more white, basically, in order to make it look decent. And that's the same thing I've done with my post-processing here. It's not dull, it's not grey, it's vibrant. It just looks a hell of a lot better. So look at that and just tell me it doesn't look... It looks yellow, doesn't it? It looks good. And I absolutely love these walls. But yeah, sci-fi game, something... I'm planning on making something like a RPG, a sci-fi RPG shooter. I'm thinking something like Fallout. As you can hear from the music, it's very jazzy. What's his name? Kevin MacLeod? He's made this song itself is quite famous. It's used for a lot of memes and things. It's called Elevated Music. He's made a lot of other songs and stuff that he gives away completely for free for anybody to use in their creative projects, and I think he's absolutely brilliant for it. But yeah, I'm going to use Infraction's jazz collection for stuff like this, and then the battle music. They have a bunch of songs under the games genre, which is very fast-paced and sporty, which sounds really good when you're doing firefights, shooting battles. But beyond that, I've got to come up with something else that makes the game stand out a bit more. I did play a game called Portal 2. Played a game called Portal 2, came out in 2012, which, for those of you who don't know what it is, it was a very, very popular game made by, I think Portal 2 was by a small team, but Portal 1 was just created by one guy as a, I think it was a student project. I'm not quite sure on the history of it, but it was very small scale anyway, and it went on to be a bestseller. It's like one of the precursors to the entire concept of the indie genre as we see it today. Where just like one guy sat down, made a game, and everyone absolutely loved it. And I couldn't respect that kind of thing more if I tried. But yeah, I played Portal 2. I love the atmosphere. I love the characters. I love the design, the feel of it, and that's what I want to try to incorporate into this game. But it's these days it's not enough to just be a competent shooter, a competent first-person shooter. You've got to have something extra that makes you stand out from everybody else, because everybody is making shooters, and at least half of them are competently made. So I need to come up with some sort of gimmick, something that makes this one stand out above all the others, and I'm not sure what that is yet. But the one thing I do know is that I'm going to have a snarky AI voiceover, a sassy narrator basically, who is an AI just like GLaDOS, and I'm definitely going to build a portal gun just for traversal's sake. Like in other games, you run around, you do spectacular aerial leaps. I'm going to bypass all that, put in a portal gun and just have them zip across the map by taking aim at some distant rock, shooting a portal out and just hopping straight over. I think that's the possibilities of that are just dramatic. You know, I think there's been a couple of competitive shooters. I haven't seen them, but I've heard of them that have included portal guns, and it's always worked out for them because it's a genuinely brilliant mechanic. But yeah, sci-fi soldiers, sci-fi guns. That's what I'm thinking of starting off with. And as you can see, the foundation's all there. The user interface that I just finished building. Well, I kind of finished building. I need to add in, obviously, some windows for the settings and everything, and there is a save system there, which I disabled while I was trying to solve an issue I was having with this. But yeah, user interface, work environment, post-processor, and the character controller. As you can see, besides having a body, I tied there's a tutorial about how to tie the camera to the model like this, so you get true first person. That's what this is, because it's actually the camera's where the avatar's eyes are. But someone suggested routing the camera to the same route as the model. There won't be much unless you're into Unreal Engine 5 development, but yeah, the camera is routed to the model's route. So when I start moving, it kind of bounces, not enough to be jarring, but enough to notice. Like, actually feels like you're in control of a person, but not like if you don't route it to the actual route of the character, connect it to the root of the character, you end up going like this as you move forward. But if you just put it to the root of the model instead, rather than the actual head, get this absolutely glorious effect. I've also put a lag on the camera rotation, so you get a nice smooth movement like this. Like, within the limits of the technology, you're not going to get too much better than this, unless you put substantial work into trying to mimic how it's like making a camera that replicates the human body. And that takes significant time, but for a quick and dirty job, this is stunning. And I really like it. I'm going to put in like a head bob, so you actually jounce a little as you're moving. But Yeah, this is a good start, I think. I'm undecided on fixing that issue with the lights. Because there's a kind of funky effect, even if it's, what's the phrase? It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's a feature to watch the lights do that. Part of the aesthetic. That's the environment, the models, the camera, the user interface. I've put a couple of place markers there, the crosshairs you can see, and the border around the avatar. That's both from Scifi Studios as well, the sci-fi soldier interface package, which I'm probably going to end up using. I've got a few ideas there as well, but that'll be revealed in due time. For now, this is where I'm at. And I just need to test this. The way I designed this interface is quite cool, I think. When you click on the button, you'll see it pops out of existence. Then when it loads in, it's slow. See? The reason I did that is because you get instant feedbacks, like I click the button and boom. And then it loads in, it acclimatizes your sense of perception to the new environment. Psychologically, that's quite good. Not a lot of games do that. They're either slow on both ends or they're quick on both ends, but they're not quick and then slow. And I think that's just a neat little feature I added. That's probably just me being in there, but... So yeah, I've had a lot of trouble trying to get this to work. I just solved a major problem, and this is something of a milestone because the skeleton framework of the user interface is done. That's where I'm at. Fix this button so it records it starts recording the position and rotation of the camera while in game again. And then do something else. Can't remember what I was going to do next. I might add some windows and stuff, I don't know. That's a job for later, but yeah. As I said, I need to test this and do like a devlog, basically. So if you're watching this, thank you very much for checking out my game, and yeah, I'm going to keep working on this and hopefully I'll get somewhere with it. And that's it. If there is a next time, I will see you then.